All right, let's go. 2007, 2008 were pretty interesting years in film. I have seen a lot of movies within them. The list is getting higher and higher. Let's go. Shrek the Third kind of sucks. It actually sucks a lot. Everyone hates it. I hate it. I don't see any real good things about this. I like the frog dying in the beginning, but that's about it. Real waste of Eric Idle, who's a Monty Python actor. What a waste of a Python. Skippable. Completely skippable, honestly. Just right out the gate with suckage here. Awful. This one apparently is propaganda of some sort, but I don't care. I was bored to tears with this whole movie. This scene, I don't even remember it at all if it existed in the movie. That bad. Epic Movie was a failure in everything. I found the ending really funny, but that's because everyone died. A large wheel of something killed the main characters, and then we cut to Borat, a Borat parody, in like this one-piece swimsuit. Very nice, and then he walks off screen, and that's it. Just awful, terrible movie. Terrible movie. Ben Stiller falls in love with someone, but then realizes he loves somebody else. He marries a woman who turns out to be horrible and meets another girl he likes. Dumb hilarity ensues. It's stupid. This movie has one notable scene where there's a split screen of Dane Cook just enjoying himself with several women at once, I guess. I don't know. I think there's penguins in this one, which is great. I love penguins. There was a penguin thing in the mid-2000s. I think there was a video on that. But other than that, Dane Cook is terrible. His comedy was weird. I had an ex who was really into him, and I listened to his stuff, and, I mean, it was funny at the time, but now it's just, like, annoying and boring, and he keeps relying on the same shtick, and it's just, God. Spider-Man 3, another movie that 2007, not a great year for movies in my opinion. It's like every 5 years there's a cycle where all the good fads there's like these like lightning bolt years where there's a great job with film, and then it tanks after that, which is a shame. Spider-Man 3, gosh, there's too many things in this movie. I actually just recently reviewed the Black Suit Spider-Man action figure, which is pretty cool. I like the Sandman in this movie. He did a great job. They didn't need to shoehorn Venom in here, honestly. If they didn't shoehorn Venom in and they had, like, New Goblin and Sandman, it would have been fine. It would have actually been pretty good. Refreshing, even, to have two villains that weren't really that bad of bad guys. So, yeah, it would have been pretty good. I think having Harry as a New Goblin, just take Venom out. Take Venom out. Keep the black suit. Save Venom for the next movie. You know? Have Venom show up again. You know, with like Vulture or whatever they were going to do. Mysterio, Bruce Campbell, that would have been awesome. But other than that, this just killed Spidey for like, maybe like 10 years-ish. I don't remember anything about this movie. It's Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage. Cool secrets and junk. Probably should have swapped the Spider-Man 3 in this one, but yeah, I forgot all about this one. Just another National Treasure movie. 310 to Yuma, I remember it being pretty good. It's a Western movie, there's trains in it. The acting was alright. I remember the final shootout. I think I saw it on TV like a few weeks ago. It was right. It was good. Just a solid Western movie. I remember this movie. It was actually pretty funny. The whole couple like first minutes of it. There's a scene where I think Katherine Heigl's in this one, I guess, where she's like a news reporter or whatever, and she's like, "Excuse me," and then she just vomits into a trash can. That was funny. I kind of liked how it was this one or the other Seth Rogen movie where he becomes a better person. You know, I liked it. It was good. Solid, funny rom-com-ish movie. 2000s rom-com movie. There's a genre for that, I guess. A gerbil poops, and it's stupid. I really think Disney was like a decade ahead of its time, and they should have saved this movie for later because making mockeries of things and breaking the fourth wall kind of with your concept wasn't really done yet. And Tom's in here from Sonic, you know, nothing much to say. Timothy Spall's in this one. I like Timothy Spall's acting. He did a good job. Uh, I just don't find much to say about this one. I like the ending; it was pretty good. They combined a lot of different Disney tropes that worked well in that ending, but other than that, just nothing much to write home about. I think Timothy Spall played a fat Italian pizza chef with a mustache, which was kind of funny. Either it was this movie or a different movie, I don't know, but yeah, just somewhat forgettable. There's animation in the beginning, by the way. Two-dimensional 2D, it's good. Um, the iconic line, "Never trust a fart," came from this movie. It's about two old guys just going over their bucket list, and this is when the bucket list term actually came about. By the way, this is like pre-iPhone, so yeah, buckle up. Um, Other than that, funny movie, I guess. They go skydiving. It's cute. You know, two older guys and they have cancer or whatever. It's funny. Beowulf. I forgot if I saw this entire thing, actually. I really am feeling bad that this is on the list, but jeez. I think that Angelina Jolie's in this one. She's all covered in gold. That's a cool effect. There's a dragon at the end that's pretty neat. Other than that, not too much to say about it. It's good. Ghost Rider is awesome. I think it's actually a really neat movie. I like the way they get rid of the villain at the end. They do a really good job on that. I love Ghost Rider's pen and stare thing. It's pretty cool. Nicolas Cage, of course, is always a delight. Sam Elliott, I think, is in this one, or the sequel. I forget which. I haven't seen the sequel that much, but I know Sam Elliott's involved. It's just cool, yo. Ghost Rider is cool. This isn't that great a movie, but it's good. Fitting we end Pride Month, this being June 30th of this recording, we're with a gay marriage movie, kind of. I think they have to, go into gay marriage. I'm not sure. I forgot about this movie a lot. What happens in it? They're firemen or something, and they have to go into gay marriage to taxes or whatever, and all the things that come with it. It's pretty funny and well done, and kind of like Birdcage, yet Birdcage is way better and way more subtle. This is, of course, Adam Sandler, Kevin James. Yeah, it's just your standard dumb plot, everybody wins in the end kind of thing. I really hate to say it, I still don't see much value in his movies where it's literally just turn your brain off and watch the screen for an hour and a half, 2 hours. If you have any Adam Sandler movies that are actually legitimately good, that I haven't seen or have seen and could take another look at it, put them in the comments. I'd like to hear more about the movies that I'm missing. Reign Over Me is pretty special to me. I don't remember much about the movie itself, except for like the middle part of it. Reign Over Me is about a struggling man whose family passed away. I don't want to spoil how, because I think that's a pretty good plot twist in a way. And Don Cheadle is a successful businessman who comes across Adam Sandler's character and befriends him, and they hang out, and it's really good. And he always wears his headphones all the time. He's always really enclosed. And there's a scene in the movie where Don Cheadle goes to his house and sees all these packed up boxes. Everything's covered in curtains. The house is going to be painted, but it wasn't painted at all. And they sit down and play video games on the PlayStation 2. And what do you know? It's one of my favorite games ever, Shadow of the Colossus. This movie is how I know about one of my favorite games I've ever played in my entire life. I think maybe a couple years after this movie came out, I found my dad's old PS3 that they used for work, like karaoke stuff, and they didn't need any more, so I got great use with it. Playing a lot of Shadow of the Colossus. I love that game. Kept playing it forever. It was really fun. I went to my GameStop and found a player's choice copy of it and played the heck out of it. And I think, I got the PS3 copy with Ico. Ico's also great. Played that too. I really would like to get a PS4 eventually and get Spider-Man and also the other copy of Shadow of the Colossus. Literally, I got Shadow of the Colossus because... I literally got a PS3 because of Shadow of the Colossus. When that came out for PS3, I'm like, we got to get that. And we also got Little Big Planet, and we got some other game because we were trying to push playing video game consoles at parties. That's what I do. I work lighting at parties, but I was always the tech guy. And I used to just I brought my Wii over, my Nintendo Wii, and I brought the I think the Wii U to a party. It was really funny because this one kid was playing, I forgot what game it was, but the controller was tethered to the thing, and the kid's like, "I won!" And he just whips over the controller, and the system almost falls off the thing, and I'm like, "Ah!" And that was an experience. So we had to figure out how to fix that, but no, Reign Over Me is good. Aside from Shadow of the Colossus, it's a good movie, very very solid. Sorry for the tangent, but it's a pivotal moment in my life. Pivotal. I remember watching this in theaters. I've never seen The Simpsons that much outside of this movie. I have maybe watched one or two episodes, if even clips, in my lifetime. And I think this is really cleverly done, very funny. It's good. I like it. Not hate to say it, but I like it. There isn't any really attachment to it. Again, what it comes down to with film is the ending. It's the emotional core behind it. What you remember leaving the theater. And the emotions are what's there. And I really found this to be a good movie. I don't have much else to say. Favorite part of the movie, I think. I like the ending where Mo was like, "I'm King of Springfield, I'm the King of Springfield." "No, you're not." "Oh, yeah? Okay, you're the King of Springfield." That was funny. That was a funny moment. I just reviewed Mo and Barney for my Simpsons reviews for the action figures. They're coming out with some new waves soon, so stay tuned for that and take a look at my oncoming action figure reviews of that, or at least the ones that are come out. I'm bad at promoting things. Trying here. I'm trying. Alright. Transformers, the first one. It was good. Yeah, I really should probably just go over... I honestly... You know what? It shouldn't even be ranked. It should just be me talking about movies I like or don't like or whatever. But yeah, Transformers was good. Everyone did a good job in it. Peter Cullen, of course. Hugo Weaving was in this one, and then he wasn't in the other ones. I guess he didn't want to play this role anymore. It was odd. He didn't want to play Red Skull. Maybe he was asking for too much money, but yeah, I think I like the other ones a little better, I guess. I don't know. Other than that, great movie and pretty fun. It's cool. Also, actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf's in this one. He doesn't eat anybody yet. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix is a pretty good movie. I think it's a good one. Nothing much to say about this. There's a fight with Voldemort and Dumbledore at the end. I never mentioned the passing of the torch of Dumbledore's. I like the Michael Gambon a little better. He fits the later books more. They actually made it work in a way where, as good as my brain is melting trying to remember the previous Richard Harris. Richard Harris did a great job as the first Dumbledore in the first two movies. And then passing on the torch to Michael Gambon, who did a great job. Again, can't wait to see Lithgow in the role. I forget what happens in this movie, honestly. Oh, wait, no. Oh, my God, Umbridge. She's in this movie. Yeah, yeah, a lot of parallels with this movie and real life right now, A lot of stuff going on with that. Just saying. I think this is a good movie. I like it. I think it's very cool. Voldemort shows up again. Everyone knows he's back, and the movies keep ticking along and doing a good job. So yeah, I like this one. Not as much as I think 4. Well, I think it's 4 so far. I think we have 4. No, no. So far, I think I like 2, then 4, then 5, then 1, then 3. Yeah. Sweeney Todd, Dean Barber of Fleet Street. This is funny in a weird way. Helena Bonham Carter does a great job. The whole cast does an amazing job. I was about to say, why isn't Johnny Depp in Harry Potter? Because they're all in Harry Potter. And wouldn't you know, he's in Fantastic Beasts 2, which I have never seen and don't plan to or don't want to. What are you doing? What are you doing, people? Sweeney Todd is really good, though. Oh God, I remember wanting the food they served in that, and if you know what the food is made of, yeah, I'm just weird. I think I'm just hungry. I want like pies and biscuits and junk. Gotta get rid of this thing. Too much Santa belly. But yeah, music's good. Sacha Baron Cohen shows up in this, and he's great. I think. Or was that Les Mis? That was Les Mis. So never mind. I'm getting my Victorian era movies mixed up. So, anyways, when Nosferatu... No, I'm kidding. But Nosferatu, we gotta talk about that eventually. I'm hoping to get through all these movies by the end of July. Just hoping to get through all the ones. Yeah. What gives a girl is a power of punch? Is it charm? Is it poise? No, it's hairspray, I guess. Christopher Walken's in this one. The cast is really good, actually. I think the female lead, the main female lead, does a great job. I love the weird hairstyles. I love the acting in this movie. The whole cast is a lot of star-studded people. They got a really... Is ScarJo in this one? I forget. I can't tell who's in this movie or not. Everyone just does a really good job in this one. Huge cast. Huge cast in this one. Tom's in this one from Sonic once again. He does a good job. Christopher Walken is really funny. I think John Travolta steals the show as the wife, though. He's great. What a really funny role. I think we did Hairspray in my college. And one of my friends was Corky Collins, who plays James Marsden's role. I hope he's doing well. I don't keep in touch with people. I have a very, very bad problem keeping in touch with people. But I just think they all did a good job in this movie. Amanda Bynes is in it. Everyone does a good job. Yeah. It's just a good movie. Good fun, good feeling movie. Into the Wild was a book we read in school, and I think the movie came out around the time that we were reading the book, so that was cool. We watched it in class. It was nice. What was it? High school? It was high school, yeah. Yeah, this is an interesting book, and kind of... Okay, I'm going to spoil this one, because I get a lot of feelings about this one. Into the Wild is about a man named Chris McCandless, who is setting out to try to live without any conveniences of modern society in the woods or in the forest or whatever. And the book details on how he does this through like journal entries of his. I forget if it's an actual story or if it's made up, but I gotta say, this is stupid. I'm sorry. It's a very ill-advised, dumb thing to try to live by yourself in the woods. And he, spoiler alert. 3, 2, 1. He dies. he dies of malnutrition, and it's the dumbest thing ever. And it's a cautionary tale, yes, but it's also like, if you think of doing this, you're an idiot. I truly think we need these kind of stories as a reality check for people. Just saying. If you want to live in the forest, and you might pass on. Just saying, you might. So get ready for that. Will your things to people, I guess. But in that case, not legal advice. None of this is legal advice, by the way. Just to make it crystal clear, this is all a review. But yeah, Such a stupid movie. I'm sorry. I mean, I thought it was well done. You know, the acting, the characters, the settings, all that from a movie perspective. But the story itself and what the character did, dumb. Juno was great. How do I breach this? Elliot Page used to be a woman named Ellen Page. And while I haven't seen anything Elliot Page was in, I really liked Ellen Page's work. Ellen Page did a great job. I would assume that Elliot Page does a great job as well. Michael Cera's in this one too. J.K. Simmons is this one. I feel like Nick Offerman's in this. I'm not sure why. That's not even cast. Jason Bateman's in this? What? Yeah, the casting's really good. I think they all did a really great job with this movie. Yeah, it's just a really nice movie. It's really funny and clever, and it has that kind of... It reminds me of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which you're going to go over. But upon rewatching that one, I wasn't as a big fan of that one, to be honest. I didn't really see the point in watching that one. So, not really. It's weird. It's weird. I'll go over it once I get to it. I rewatched it recently, and it didn't hold up as much as I thought it would. So, sad to say, this movie is good, though. I really like it. The quirky, funny comedy is really clever. It's intelligent and knows what it's talking about. It's a good movie. Live Free or Die Hard was pretty fun. I actually like this one. I gotta say, so Die Hard 1, Die Hard 3, and Die Hard 4 make a great Die Hard trilogy to me. Die Hard 2 isn't that great. Die Hard 5, oh god. We'll probably never see a Die Hard 6. But Live Free or Die Hard did a great job with that. Michael Cera, different sort of nerdy actor. Justin Long does a great job in this movie. I love the scene with Warlock. It's like a mirror. It's like looking into a mirror. How'd you crash that train with a helicopter? I was out of bullets. That's pretty funny. How'd you catch a car? Whatever it was. It's even on the poster. Crashing the car in the helicopter is on the poster, right up here. That's pretty funny. Bruce Willis always does a great job. The villains were kind of underbaked. I liked what the villains were doing to the city. It was cool, but I missed when he was confined in a building or something. You know? I feel like they should do like Die Hard on a boat, Die Hard on a train would be great. Die Hard on a train would be awesome. I'd love to see that. Like, just these confined locations. But they also did that with the Poirot movies. And those were good. I like those. But yeah, Die Hard always... Die Hard 3 times out of 5 delivers. 300. Speaking of 300, good movie. I like the color grading in this one. I think this is Zack Snyder also. I think I picked the wrong poster for this one. I can't change it, but whatever. The first 300 was really great. Ignoring this poster. Sorry, guys. You know what? I know what to do for the next one. But anyways, yeah, this is a really cool movie. I think South Park parodied it. That's the only episode of South Park I even watched. It was pretty funny. This movie was pretty clever too. I liked it. Just a lot of weird, creepy stuff. A lot of Zack Snyderisms in here, and just good job. P.S. I Love You is an interesting one. I saw this. I liked it for the concept mostly. It's about a woman whose husband passes away, and she gets a letter from him after he passes on, and he it's like a train ticket or something, or whatever, to a ears popping. It's like a train ticket to somewhere, and then she goes on the train. She goes on a plane, and she's getting all these little breadcrumbs from her passed on husband. And I don't want to spoil where it leads to, because it's actually a pretty good twist. It's pretty cute. It's a nice little rom-com kind of thing, or romance drama, whatever it is. I just like the concept that this guy who's passed on is delivering these notes to his widow. Yeah, it's just really cool. Good concept. I Am Legend was interesting. My battery light just popped on my computer, so how am I going to do this? I'm trying to figure out how to actually do this review without just botching it, maybe. Will Smith does a good job in this one. I like the graphics in this one. They're pretty good. The monster zombie things are nice. You lose a lot of the original movie to the... Oh gosh, what am I saying? You lose a lot of the original books meaning of I Am Legend in this movie because the monsters don't really talk. Basically, the monsters talk. They tell scary stories about Will Smith, hence him being the legend of their boogeyman kind of fairy tales, which is pretty neat. The dog is cute to a certain point, but good movie. Liked it a lot. Wild Card's a riot. Oh my gosh, I think this is a great movie. Wonderful, really funny, and super cleverly done. Man, just like, when was Superbad? Wait. I didn't put Superbad in here. Okay, this will be a double thing. Superbad was really funny. I really liked that movie. Jeez, I didn't put Superbad in here. That's so weird. Yeah, Superbad was great. Jonah Hill, great job on his first. Oh my God, McLovin. McLovin's awesome. I don't even know his name. Christopher something. Chris something. I'm gonna try to remember it, but I'll keep going. The casting was great. I love that movie. It's really clever. I think Bill Hader's in it also. A lot of first timers that have like shut up lately, and I just think they're just awesome actors. Superbad was awesome. This movie's awesome too. The Beatles scene was hysterical. I really loved all the funny. He like rips at his sink twice. I feel like John C. Reilly is the better part of the Will Ferrell duo with him. Don't hate me. Don't at me. But yeah. Just a really solid movie that lampoons the lifestyle of the rich and famous musician kind of thing. And the scene where... oh my God. The scene that I keep quoting where they do the things where it's like... oh gosh. Dewey, you don't want to be a part of this, Dewey. You don't want to be a part of this, Dewey. It makes life way better. Really, I'm in. That scene is so funny. I love that. Don't do this, Dewey. It makes life even better. Keep in mind, I don't even do half that stuff. I don't even care about half that stuff. I despise all that junk. All that noise. I don't like it. But I love this movie, and it's very funny. Across the Universe, we also watched in that same class I watched Into the Wild, so that's pretty cool to see. Across the Universe is about, it's basically like an album with the Beatles or whatever. And it's the Vietnam War under the backdrop of these Beatles songs. It's kind of clunkily done at some points. Like they have a character named Jude and they sing Hey Jude to her. And it's like, okay. But it's beautifully done. Has a lot of great music. Good covers of Beatles songs, actually, I think. I think they do a really good job on that front. I'm usually not a big fan of Beatles covers, but here we are. It's, for me, Beatles, Elton John, and Elvis Presley are my top 3. Yeah. Also Queen for number 4. If I had to pick a 5th, I don't know. Cryo Shell from Bionicle? No, it's got to be something a little more... There's a band called Finley from Italy. They do music for their Lego Chima, which is pretty cool. Other than that, this is a great movie. I really like how it's done. The casting is good. I just think the concept alone is really neat. Like having Beatles songs, like a jukebox kind of musical, but having Beatles songs go all the way through it just tickles that funny bone I like with the Beatles. Mr. Brooks is a surprising movie that I thought I wouldn't like, but I really got into. Again, Dane Cook's in this one, but I think this is my favorite Dane Cook role to date. Kevin Costner does a great job too. William Hurt plays his like shadow alter ego. He's a serial killer who goes around getting rid of people, and Dane Cook stumbles upon it, and now he wants in, which is a great premise and works out really well. I love the poster too. I really don't want to spoil that much of it, but it's an awesome movie, a nice little thriller that is pretty cool. It also came out 30 days ago today, or month, whatever it is. Back then, you know the whole drill. But it's a great movie, and I like it a lot. I think it's really nicely done, nice, refreshing for me. Meet the Robinsons was a surprise. I haven't seen this movie until I watched it all during COVID, and everyone was on lockdown, and I wasn't doing anything, so I just watched all the Disney movies and reviewed them all on my website. If you want to check that out, jessehechtcreative.com. But anyways, I found this to be a really great movie about keeping on going with your life. It's wonderful. I love how quirky and weird the family is. That whole comedy bit where they introduce everybody is hysterical. The singing is really nice by the frogs. The villain is amazing, like a proto-Doofenshmirtz. He was supposed to be voiced by Jim Carrey, but he was voiced by Steven Anderson, who directed this. And I think he did a better job than Jim did, because that reined-in kind of thing. You know, because Jim would, I could put this joke into that joke and that joke and that joke. But having a character that's just, like, sticking with the plot. Again, like Robotnik from movie 1. And I actually think Robotnik from movie 1, for Sonic the Hedgehog, the movies, is kind of like also another version of a more competent, what do you call it? Why is my encoding overloaded? Turning down settings or a faster recording preset. Okay, so I'm having recording issues apparently. I think YouTube is, yeah, I need to figure that out. But anyways, this is a great movie. I really love it, and it's very funny and cute. It's just awesome. The Mist is great. It's a bunch of people trapped in the grocery store, and this mist shows up, and now people are getting dragged away by monsters in the mist. There's like bugs and creatures and aliens, and it's so creepy. But the best part of this movie for me is the very, very, very end of the movie. I'm not going to spoil it. Stephen King did say that it was actually better than the ending he wrote for the book, or the novella, at least, if you will. This movie stays pretty close to the book. I really like how it was done. And honestly, it's kind of like every Stephen King trope imaginable, but put in this movie, and it's wonderful. I forgot if I mentioned Misery or not. I love that movie. I think I already have. This movie is also great, too. Stephen King has a pretty good track record with movies. They are a little hit and miss, but when they hit, they really hit. So great job with this one. Surf's Up is great. It's penguins surfing. The dude himself, Jeff Bridges, in this. We also have, I think Shia LaBeouf's in it too. He isn't a cannibal this time once again. I think, John Heder, whoever played Napoleon Dynamite, plays the chicken. That's hysterical. I really think this movie is incredibly well done because it's in documentary style, but it's a CG animated movie with penguins. It's a lot of weird things mashed together that shouldn't fit, but fit really well. I do think this does a great job. This movie is wonderful. One of my favorites, I think, animated movies of all time, I might say. It's so clever and maturely written. I really love that. Hot Fuzz is great. It's these two cops investigating this small town for a series of murders, and the culprit is pretty interesting. The whole final scene is great. There's a lot of callbacks, call forwards, what have you. The writing is impeccable and hysterical. I really, honestly need to watch these all again. The Cornetto trilogy of Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End. I do love these two. I also might sneak Paul in there also. It's pretty funny. I really like Simon Pegg. He did a great job in the Mission Impossible movies, and Nick Frost does a great job too. I think he's playing Hagrid in the new Harry Potter things, which would be great to see. I'm wondering if Simon Pegg plays somebody in this. I think Professor Filch would be really funny if he played that, but honestly, good luck to them. They're a great comedy duo, and we need more comedy duos in this day and age. No Country for Old Men is an awesome movie. I really think it's just great. I feel like I have only seen the entire movie maybe once, but I've watched like the latter half of the movie many times. I really love this one. It is just excellent. The acting is impeccable. It's a Coen Brothers movie. What do you expect but excellence? Gosh, Javier Bardem is phenomenal in this one. Uh, and he really carries the film on his shoulders. The whole cast is great. A lot of people from Boardwalk Empire, I think, are in this. Man, Thanos is in this one. I'm forgetting his name, but Thanos is in this movie. He does a really great job. Um, who else? I'm just gonna look at the thing. Josh Brolin, Tommy Lee Jones, Javier Bardem. Yeah. They all do great jobs. Honestly, this movie's really great. It's slow, plotting, but there's tension that racks up, and it's so nice to see. I really love that. Really good. Wait, click the image. There we go. Of course, I think Coen Brothers and Tarantino are somewhat neck and neck, but Tarantino I've seen way more of, and my gosh, this is Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez. I love these movies a lot. Let me just see how much battery power I have in my thing. Oh god, I need to charge it up. While I'm charging, I gotta say, these movies are really great. They're very funny, clever, well done, and just super awesome. You got a zombie movie and a race car or a racing car flick in one. And I need to hurry up and charge this before something dies. So if you'll just give me a minute. You're probably going to hear that little hum again. But it's either that or lose the review. And there's the hum probably. So we'll just continue with it. Grindhouse is an awesome movie. I really find this to be incredibly clever, really well done, just super nice. I'm just really just baffled with how good this one is. They knocked it out of the park. The zombie thing is really funny, and then you have this really funny car chase thing at the very end, and it's great. It's just great. And oh my god, the fake trailers. Don't is one of my favorite things ever. I love Don't. Don't is just so funny. Oh man. Machete came out of this. The Machete movie with Danny Trejo. That came out of this. That's great. I love it. I don't know what to say. I really had a lot of fun with this one. It was awesome. I saw this in the theater with my dad. It was great. Gosh. We need more double feature movies. I would love this as a regular thing where you have shorter movies but they're packed together. So instead of spending 2 hours watching one narrative, I think that would actually solve a lot of issues with the theater issues, because people are getting shorter and shorter attention spans all the time. So I think in order to combat that, would have shorter films. You would have a director put out maybe 3 or 4 short films and then pack it into a little package, and then just have it be a couple short films here and there, just to pique interest, I guess. Arguably, I think it'd be great if movies went down to an hour. Just have movies be an hour. Maybe 75 minutes. I don't know. With credits, without? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how to solve this whole theater crisis, because no one watches movies anymore, I don't think. I don't feel. Everyone waits for streaming. Everyone wants to watch it at home in the comfort of their own home. And I don't know what else to say. This is a great movie, though. I don't know why I know why, but oh man, plant terrors are cool. Also, hang on. This woman her leg is gone. They had to cut it off, and they replaced it with a gun. They replaced her leg with shooty bang bang thingy, and it's really cool and really funny. It's so over the top, it's funny. Tarantino, of course, is in this, and I love the thing with the reels is really funny. That's REELS. But yeah, this is just very clever, very awesome, really cool. I don't know if I should do this justice with or without the hum thing. I'm gonna try to see how much percent I have. 5%, 2 hours. Of course, it's 2 hours until it's charged. Why not? Heck with it. Shoot 'Em Up is awesome. One of my favorite movies of all time. I think. Oh, shoot, I'm putting that on my underrated movies list. I'm putting that on the list. And list of movies I love that are really underrated. Okay, so it's a movie that it's basically Bugs Bunny. It's literally Bugs Bunny. The guy has a carrot, and he puts it in somebody's eyeball. He says, "What's up, Doc?" Paul Giamatti says, "You wascally wabbit." It's all tongue in cheek, all really funny, and the scenes in this movie are so insane. The whole premise is they're trying to save a baby. I forget why, but they're trying to save a baby. Um, and the baby ends up on a merry-go-round in a playground. The playground's abandoned. The baby's on the merry-go-round, and they're trying to get to it. And from afar, the bad guys are shooting, and the baby goes around the merry-go-round, and trying to shoot the merry-go-round in different directions so they can get to the baby. And that kind of thing is so funny and so dumb. It's so dumb, but it commits to being dumb, so it's funny and clever and just well written. Clive Owen does a great job, and Monica Bellucci, sure, she does a good job. A lot of weird characters in this movie, very seedy underground city, and there's a billion henchmen that just get offed every second. And it's just one of the funniest movies I've seen in a long, long time. Shoot 'Em Up is great. I just love it. This movie, though, I love this one. Oh man, Ratatouille. If you are a YouTuber and you create things, if you create anything, not just YouTube, if you make something for others to enjoy, which I think is the point of creativity. If you're creative, this is your mantra. This is your movie. I love this one. Although Incredibles did dethrone it recently, it's a much tighter movie. This movie does meander a little bit with the love subplot, don't get me wrong, but I find it actually interesting because the love subplot doesn't really involve the main character, yet it does take up some time, but it's kind of funny how I would sacrifice love or creativity, and really, Linguini isn't a creative character. It's Remy that's the mastermind, but Linguini falls in love, yada yada yada, and then Gusteau does a great job at this one. Brad Garrett. I haven't seen Elio yet. I want to see Elio. I want to support it. I just don't have time. But yeah, this is a really, really well done movie. I love it to death. I think it's my second favorite Pixar movie. It's awesome. Le Festine is one of my favorite songs from Pixar. It's beautiful. The characters are great. All the side characters, the villain is good too. There isn't really that much of a horrible villain in this one. Man. Brad Bird's got it. He's got some kind of fire, some kind of spark that really just rocks the industry, and he has a finger on the pulse of what's good. I really love this movie, respect the heck out of it, and it's incredibly done. I love Ratatouille. It's phenomenal in possibly every way. I could go on to 2008. Heck with it. Let's go. Speed run. Sex and the City. I saw this with my mom in the theater because there was popcorn involved. That'll be a theme with this year. A couple other movies like that. I don't remember much about it at all. Other than that, there's a wedding and she gets jilted or something, and she runs out and they fight in the street in her giant wedding dress, and it's so stupid. But gosh, it's a dumb movie. Dumb for me. If you like the show, go for it. Get Smart. I saw this. It was dumb once again. I feel like the main leads are miscast. I don't see Steve Carell as Maxwell Smart. Maybe Anne Hathaway is 8099, but I don't remember much about this movie that all. High School Musical 3, I saw with my friends in the theater because there was popcorn involved. Once again, the popcorn wins out. This was cute, actually. I really like the one scene where the kids are in the junkyard and they're singing, and they get like body double young versions of them, and that was cool. That was a cool effect. So you somewhat impressed me, High School Musical movie. Narnia, Prince Caspian, more like Narnia, Prince Capsized. I remember nothing about this movie. There's a dragon in it, I think. There's like sea monsters and junk, and I don't know what they're doing with this. They should do it again like the Harry Potter series they're doing right now, where it's a series. You could have flesh it out, more space to tell your story. Make it more faithful instead of cramming things into a little box. But yeah, not good to me. Oh god, this one. There's aliens, there's giant ants, there's a large green screen chase scene. I don't remember much about it that much at all. The main villain gets their head sucked out by aliens. Shia LaBeouf's in it. No one gets eaten. Moving on. Bolt is pretty cool. The original concept is better than the original movie. Basically, it was like everyone's like weird and tweaky, if you will. A little bit more cynical and kind of funny, whereas this is cuter and a little better. I like the ending to it though. It's pretty cool. How they brought his superpowers into that. It was great, but Miley Cyrus is in this one also. She doesn't do that much in the movie, but I think she's a good actress. I actually, in a way, she was on 2.5 Men, and I liked her in that, and that says something. I used to watch 2.5 Men. It was alright. But she does a good job. I kind of, think she's come out into her own and does a great job. I never watched Hannah Montana, but one of my friends is really into it, so I don't know. Hancock, superhero movie, turns into another movie halfway through. This is half a movie that's good. The other half is trash. It's stupid and feels like two scripts smashed together, which it probably was. Not a big fan of this one. It's just barely okay. Yeah. I watched this while building a Lego set. I watched this and one of the National Treasures movies while building a Lego set. So yeah, I have nothing to say other than that. I watched this movie while building a Lego set. So yeah. Seth Rogen funny? I'm not sure. He's Donkey Kong now. Wait, that was Wild Style. So Donkey Kong and Wild Style. Oh god, never mind. Step Up 2. So going to something actually pretty good. I know the main actress in this movie. She does a great job in this. I'm personally not a fan of these movies, but I went to support her, and great job to it. The character Moose is great. I don't know why I latched onto that character. I have a friend who actually reminds me a lot of that Moose character, so that's probably why. Other than that, it's a good movie. Great dancing, amazing dancing, if I may say. Yeah. Other than that, it's good. Incredible Hulk. I like the end fight. The final fight was really good. The middle fight was good too. I like the fights in this one. They're really visceral, and Hulk does a great job at being Hulk. Abomination's in this, and I forget how they tied him in with the future MCU stuff. The She-Hulk or whatever it was. I never watched that. Yeah, it's a good movie, but not really like. Madagascar Escape to Africa was pretty funny. I liked it. The ending is crazy. The characters are really funny. It's clever. It's not a retread of the first one. It's actually a parody of Lion King, I think. There's a character named Makunga who sounds like Makuto, which I liked. Moto was a beast. And the penguins are funny. If only that J over there was for Joker, because that's what the person on that card is. I like this one, actually. It's about people counting cards in Vegas and learning how to count cards in Vegas. It's pretty neat. It doesn't really tell you how to count cards in Vegas because they wouldn't want you to. But yeah, I found this to be a good movie. I liked it. Cloverfield was really good for its time and really interesting to see. I remember seeing it in theaters, and it was awesome. Very clever. Got a little seasick at some points, Got a little creeped out at some points. The character HUD was annoying, I think. I think it was TJ Miller. I'm not sure, though. But I love the sequel, and for that, this is a good movie. Benjamin Button rides on concept alone, and it was really, really well done. I love this one. The effects are great for the face makeup and stuff. The characters are really nice. I just like seeing this character, go from an old man to a young man, and it was pretty cool, actually. Yes Man was really nicely done. I liked Jim Carrey in this one. I find all the funny situations he said yes to very cute. Yeah. It was a good movie. I just really liked how it was done. It was good. It was good. He does a good job in this one. He's a little more restrained once again. I liked ones where he's a little more restrained. Uh, yeah, he just did a good job in this one. Iron Man the First. Yeah, we're in the MCU territory now. It's all Jover. What? It's all over, or whatever it is. The cast is awesome. RDJ. What else can I say about him? Jeff Bridges in this one too. A lot of the main cast from the MCU is in this one for the first time, and they really strutted their stuff and showed that they can do a wonderful, amazingly done movie that kicks off one of the biggest franchises in all of cinema. And then we have this. Man, what do I say about this movie that has been... Again, '08 was really good. Really good for movies. This is really great. Another lampoon at Hollywood. I find that really fun, funny. Downey Jr. stole the show as his character. I love him. The dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Yep, that's him. The one character you can forgive wearing that makeup. Just let that sink in. Jack Black's in this one too. He plays a weird guy. Ben Stiller's in this one also. Tom Cruise, one of my favorite roles of his. I'm not spoiling who it is, but my gosh. I watched a few clips a couple nights ago to sort of prep for this. Just for funsies, because it was on YouTube. I found it on YouTube. And he does a great job. It is very crass. I forgot how crass this movie was. But the acting and casting was phenomenal. I didn't like the villains in this one, though, I gotta say. They're not really inspired. Kind of annoying and boring and overplayed. Step Brothers is really funny, too. I actually like how Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly play off each other. They're very funny and very clever. I saw this one a couple years ago with family. We laughed our butts off. The Catalina wine mixer. That was a great scene. That was a really funny scene. Very, very just awesome. And I liked it a lot. Yeah, this is like really cute. You know, sometimes you get letting out your inner dinosaur is like my mantra now. I love that. And sometimes you gotta let out your inner dinosaur. Yeah, inner dinosaur. Wanted is pretty cool, only because the curving the bullet thing was awesome. Morgan Freeman's in this one. I like that. I like the ending scene where they're all in a circle. I find it really funny and weird. Chris Pratt, if you don't like him, you'll like this movie because he gets his face smashed with a keyboard and his tooth makes the letter U in a certain word I'm not going to say. But yeah, it was just awesome. And James McAvoy does a great job too. Honestly, really cool concept. I think it's based on a comic book, but cool concept for a movie. The ice bath thing, I've wanted to be a thing for a while because like it curing people was interesting. Pineapple, what is? Yeah, cool. Pineapple Express was pretty funny. This is like the sort of peak of the Seth Rogen universe. The cast is really funny and cleverly done. All the moments are really funny. I don't do any of the things the characters do in this movie as far as whatever the titular Pineapple Express is, but I find this humor very funny. Just like I like The Big Lebowski, you know, I like this one too. It's that kind of funny, just turn your brain off and laugh kind of movie. Big Lebowski isn't that because it's way deeper, but this is funny too. 7 Pounds is probably my favorite Will Smith movie aside from Pursuit of Happiness. I don't want to spoil what the 7 Pounds is, but it's a really well done movie that has a nice little like through line and sort of twists in it as well, and it's a great little mystery movie that seems to be more a drama than a mystery. The mystery sneaks up on you, but again, it's really well done. I like the script of this one as well as the story too. Gran Torino is great. I love Eastwood in this one. I think he directed this one too. And get off my lawn. Will live forever in infamy. That line. I really like the ending too. The beginning's really fun as well, kind of. It has a bleak, dour atmosphere, but on purpose, you know? It's a guy who... It starts off with his birthday, and he's getting older and older, and his family gives him one of those little claw grabber things. That's hysterical. But you put yourself in his shoes throughout the movie as he goes through trying to help a community around him in small little ways, you know? It's just a really great movie that I have a lot of respect for. Kung Fu Panda has amazing martial arts, great acting and casting, a lot of wonderful characters too, and Jack Black again. But I just think it's a great role for him. I'm gonna crack my back over there. There we go. A lot of great characters. Just really, just let me start again. Kung Fu Panda is an amazing movie. I really love the martial arts in it. The casting is really great. Angelina Jolie once again, Jack Black once again, Seth Rogen once again. A lot of actors we've seen this past couple of years within this series. I do think they all do a great job. Ian McShane is the villain as well. Dustin Hoffman is amazing as Shifu. He's great. All in all, a wonderful cast of characters in this amazing movie with some phenomenal martial arts that actually tie into the characters and what they're doing. It's just so nice. Slumdog Millionaire is awesome. I really love this movie. Let's see. It's about a young man who was going on the Millionaire show, and he just he goes on the Millionaire show and he knows every answer, and it's framed in flashbacks to his life as to how he knows those answers, and it's so well done and compelling. The story of him, how it all shakes up and works out. It's just great. It's one of the best movies in a long time I've seen, from this decade at least. And it's just great. I love this one. It's really nicely done. You feel the plight of the places they're in and how it all works out. I like it a lot. Dark Knight is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Not top 10, but definitely close. I like the quirky movies better. The mainstream stuff I don't like as much, but this movie is just... Heath Ledger... I don't know what else to say about this movie. Everyone said everything about it. I think it's really cool, though. And dang it, they do a great job at it. Batman is at his awesomeness. There's kind of a lot of villains here. I do feel like the ending isn't as strong or something, but I really just like all the things about it. The Joker is my main drive for this movie, though. Heath Ledger redefined the Joker, and now everyone's trying to be that one instead of Mark Hamill. I wished Mark Hamill Joker would come back. I know Mark Hamill's done with the role. I'm not saying that Mark Hamill shouldn't come back as the Joker. I'm saying that style of Joker should come back. A more clowny, weird Joker. Yeah. Other than that, Gary Oldman's great in this one too. Aaron Eckhart's surprisingly good in this. I really think he did a great job in his role in this. I think they changed the female lead in this one, but it doesn't matter for spoiler reasons. But yeah, Dark Knight is amazing. Love this one a lot. It's one of the best movies I think ever. Got the truck flip and the stunts and that quiet chase scene with no music. That was awesome. I love the kids doing little lasers noises, pew, 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 pew. And suddenly the tumbler just flies by. That was funny. A lot of humor and weirdness in this movie, and it's clever. It's like, you think you're gonna put one by us? Yeah. I'm the man with the plan. I'm the guy who, I love movies. I love watching movies, and I got a DVD and I put it against my face like this. And I said, "Why so serious, son? Why so serious?" But yeah, great movie, quotable, fun, and funny. And dramatic, too, with cool action. I love Wall-E. I love Wall-E. Yeah, Incredibles, and then Ratatouille, and then Wall-E. Wall-E is a great look at the future, what it could be. It was a peek into the world of smartphones and stuff like that. I think it was great. Also, it came out on my birthday. My birthday was a few days ago. If you haven't wished me happy birthday, then you can wish me happy birthday in the comments below. But I think this is just an awesome movie. I love the characters in it. I love Wall-E's pluckiness. I love Eve. I would love to be in a relationship like Wall-E. I feel like I'm that kind of guy. Like Wally and Ratatouille both have relationships that I would want in a weird way. Not in a weird way, but like just I don't know. I like that kind of thing where I see a lot of myself in Wally, the collector thing, and the slightly more timid, in a way, and just kind of to myself, doing my own thing. Yeah. But Wally is a great movie. The cast is really good. Jeff Garland's in this one. I really like him a lot. Of course, we have Ratzenberger as well. A couple other characters in this. McIntosh is in this, which is pretty cool. I love the robots. I love how they move. I love how they work. I love how they just shuttle around everywhere. It's nice. The the debris looks really beautiful here. I hate to say, a lot of cool, just rusted, dilapidated effects. I really love this movie. Wally's amazing. Probably one of my favorites. It's excellent. Just excellent. Just excellent movie. Yeah, Pixar really firing on all cylinders in the late 2000s. Wally. And yeah, that was 07, 08. The movies are just getting better and better. I feel like every 5 years or so there's a shift where things just get better and better. So yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. And just take care of yourselves and be good. That's all I ask. I'll see you next time in a couple days for the 2009, 2010. So yeah, that was fun. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye!